Hey, hi, welcome back everyone. You might be surprised with today's topic because we are taking a deviation from our normal course. Now, this request for this has come in from many people. So, everyone now wants to understand how you crack Cisa. And I have taken it a step further. I am saying you can crack Cisa in first attempt with good marks. And how do you do it? There are two ways about it. One is on the preparation front. Another is when you actually attempt the questions and you go about on solving the questions during an actual exam. We will leave that part to it afterwards because we have not completed the course. But we are going to see how we're going to crack CISA in the first attempt. And let me tell you, it is very easy. Only you need, which I call for myself, my script. I call it my script. And what is my script is all that we're going to see. You follow these 5 principles, you are sure to crack CISA. Strategize. S is strategize. As a candidate for CISA, I need to strategize properly for my preparation. Forget the exam. For my preparation, I cannot say I have no knowledge on CISA. I have not gone through the CISA manual from ISACA, and I cannot say that I'm going to appear for the exam tomorrow. No, it's not possible. It's not going to work that way. I need to give it some time. I need that strategy. I need to get hold of that manual. I need to understand what are the topics in it and how do I go about it. Another way of doing it is you don't need to get hold of that manual maybe immediately. At least if you go through my course, which I have been conducting so far and will be completing it, you go through my course, you will get an understanding of the depth. See whether it fits your line of interest, whether it is what you are looking for. Do not copy just because others are doing it. See if it is in line in strategy for your career growth. That is what I call strategize. Put in those hours. Okay, I'm going to spend 3 hours in a day for my CISA preparation. I'm going to do it whatsoever the consequences are. Whether I do it in the morning, 1 hour, 2 hours, whether I do it before I go to bed in the night is up to me. Both ways are okay. I mean, it is depending upon a person's acumen which time one could pick up on. But generally, morning hours are always good to put in something new in your mind than the night hours because one generally tends to be lagged as the night draws in. But then there are many nocturnals also who have a better learning curve as the night progresses. So it depends. But I need to be very clear on that part. Second comes concentrate. So whatever time I am spending on my studies, whatever chapter I am taking up, I need to concentrate. So to say, if I am taking up domain 1, I need to concentrate on the portion of domain 1 that I'm going to take up for my hours of study. So in an hour's time, suppose I am going to understand what are the auditing principles and what is an audit charter, I need to concentrate on that to understand it properly. Then comes investigate. There could be certain queries which could come in the mind of a person or a candidate who is appearing for the CISA exam, which may not be properly put in depth inside the manual or inside the presentation of my presentation also. So suppose for example CMMI. I can obviously do a separate training module on CMMI if there is a demand for it. I mean, you can come across to me and if there is a demand for it, I can take up a separate session on BCMS also, on ISMS also, on TOGAF also, on COBIT also. But that would depend. But on your own, if you have an understanding issue, you should actually investigate it further. You can reach out to me, of course, at any point of time, but you must investigate. You must try to get more knowledge on it, seeing what is the delta that you have in your understanding. But then again, you have to follow it up with your strategy also, because you will need to understand what the CISA exam possibly is going to ask you and what you as a part of knowledge should have an in-depth and proper understanding of. Then would come the question of preparation. So here you would actually put in, okay, this is what the CISA exam possibly will want me to understand more. And this, as an auditor, I will actually need to be executing more on the field. I put in my thoughts out there. I prepare it to that way. And T for the test part of it. Once I complete all this, go for a test. Now you have the questionnaires, you have questionnaires on the web also, you have questionnaires manual also, and you have questionnaire at the start of the chapter, at the end of the chapter in the form of a case study. So testing is what is required at that point of time to understand the knowledge. And once I have an understanding, okay, these are the lacunas that I have, or these are the points which I need to catch up on, I go back to strategize again. I may not then need to put in 3 hours, I may need to put in 2 hours, but I need to put in that. And with those calculations, I will actually have in my mind, okay, by this time of the year, I will be appearing for the exam, which could be 6 months from now, which could be 1 month from now, which could be a year from now. I would strategize on that and I would be clear on when my exam I would be preparing on. You follow this with my skipped strategy, and I'm going sure that you're going to crack CISA with a good mark and at the first attempt itself. You can always reach out to me, which many people are doing either on Twitter or on email, or you can pass on your comments at the end of my video. That way we remain connected, and in case there are any areas where you feel I can be help to you with some more clarification, some more sessions, I am sure that we can associate further to take it ahead. Thank you. Thanks for hearing me out.